I get it. Like, trust me, taxes are boring. I know that. They're absolutely boring. There are a bunch of rules. There are a bunch of, you got to reference all these documents. You got to do all this stuff. I get taxes are boring. But the thing is that what I've seen is that so many times taxes and the accounting and just the finances in general and kind of the infrastructure of the business is something that often gets neglected, right? Everyone wants a pretty website and pretty pictures on Instagram, and we want to kind of make sure everything looks good to the outside. But what happens is that when we kind of neglect those things that just have to be put in place, and that we get penalized for if we don't, then there's really two things that happen. One, of course, you and I both know you're going to overpay in taxes, right? If there's rules that you're not using and some of those things, and that's a big part of it, because so many times I see businesses being taxed at double what they could be taxed at, right? So I've seen several businesses even being taxed as high as 52.3%. Think about that, 52.3% of their income is going to taxes. I mean, it's crazy. And then on top of that, then they have property tax and they have sales tax. And that's not including any other expenses in life, right? Or any other expense in the business. And so it can literally cripple the best organizations. And so the money is one place where there's a hole in the bucket. But the other thing, and this is the thing a lot of people don't think about, is the intangible, the emotional and the energetic drain it has on us. And because there's so much fear and confusion and doubt and no one really knows what's going on when it comes to taxes in their business, because there's so much of that, what happens is throughout the day we're thinking, we're trying to do all this stuff, and then this thought something will trigger a thought, and we'll be like, oh, can I deduct that? And we don't know. Maybe we get brave and do a Google search, and we find like 3 different articles that all say 3 different things. So then we're like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta send out these emails or whatever it is, and then maybe 2 days later something triggers it, like, oh, do I need to be set up as an LLC, or how does that work? Like, am I okay how I am, or when do I need to change? All these questions come up, and what happens is that it drains our mental energy. Okay. It's an emotional open loop, and it just continues to drain the energy from us. And draining money is bad, right? No one wants to lose money when they don't have to, but draining your energy is the absolute worst thing possible, because, and you and I both know, as a business owner, it's the level of energy and the amount of energy that you bring to a day that dictates your success. And so it's crazy, that so many times we put it off and we don't realize how much it's draining us. And that really, so much of what we're wanting to hit with our goals is just one step away of solving some of these tax issues and closing those loops, having a way that there's certainty when it comes to our taxes, what we're deducting, how we're not going to get in trouble, and how we have these things set up for us. And that's the real power. So it's not just about saving money. It's about your taxes and your finances not being a distraction, so that you can go and build what your heart desires, and you can bring that to the world, and be able to do those things in a way that you can do with ease and peace and freedom. And that's the power of what we're able to